and the show starts right now. Get those watch parties started.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I don't know why I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. I
Can
can't
you hear us now?
hear you. So can you guys hear me? Now I
Okay,
can hear you.
now you can hear us. All right.
Now I can
Awesome.
hear you. Yes.
See, we did all that whole spiel, and it didn't even matter because you didn't even hear us.
Well, the people heard it.
Yeah, well, I will hope so. But just in
I
case
didn't.
they didn't, that's all right. Because we have a little clip to show everybody just who you are to give them a little bit information that we may have missed. Okay. So
Oh, okay.
everybody, we're going to show you a little clip of Mr. Simeon Henderson at work. All right.
I think it was his cousin, a guy named Vasquez. We took a half a brick and I hid it in Joe's garage.
Yo, Sarge. Yeah, we got a problem. She's not.
You move, you die. You hear me?
Lucius, you got another visitor in room A. Come on, Q. It's been 14 months, man. It's time to get back out there, man. Maybe you're right. I know I'm right.
Don't you move! Don't you move! Hands up!
I see something very interesting, but it's not on the menu.
Can you sing the famous jingle? United Auto and
Yes. So that was Mr. Simeon Henderson at Junior Jizzle. How you feeling
That's
today?
dope. That was super. I'm good. I'm good. That was super dope. I appreciate that.
It gave you back some flashback memories and things.
Yeah, on the set. I miss being on the set, but I still get to be on the set when I do my show every day. But
I
other than that,
know.
I miss acting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you don't do much acting right now. It's all in the past.
No, no, I do a lot of acting. It's just I can't do it right now because nobody's acting due to the
Yes,
corona.
I know. Because I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, due to the corona. And then, actually, I have I don't know if you guys have seen it. I have a commercial running right now for Ace Hardware, so that's pretty cool. So I'm always getting calls, and even when I'm sitting up here watching ESPN or BET or OWN, I pop up on the TV on the commercial. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. That's dope. It's good to see yourself. I don't do big screen like you do. I've done a little passing with a little, when I literally do a little passing of the screen. Yeah, I still get
Hmm.
excited about that too. So I definitely understand.
Right.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
we have a lot to get into today with you, man. We're gonna find out exactly where you're from and how you
Hmm.
got to where you are today, and we're gonna get advice that you may have for other inspiring actors and actresses such as myself, and maybe you can share some tricks of the trade with everybody.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. And we're going to find out what you have coming up in the future and even play a little TV trivia. So we got a fun filled hour. We're going to have so much fun with you today. It's going to be ridiculous.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready.
Okay. And then we're going to get your opinion on some hot topics. So
Hmm.
we're going to discuss Lady T's Tea Time and find out who our Fugazi of the week is going to be. And I want you to tell me your opinion about that. And hopefully
Okay.
by the end of our show, you will have the perfect movie part in mind for us for a future project. Just throwing that out there. Anything can
Okay.
happen. So
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
all of that's going to be right here on TK Talk. So if you want to chat live, if anybody want to chat live with Mr. Simeon Henderson, you can definitely do so. Just make sure you drop your comments below. He will address them. We will put them on the screen so that he will know what you guys would like to ask him. Also, if you want to view this live, you can go to TK Talks, that's TK Talks with a Z, our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Either way, we're live right this very second. So you can watch it, share it, do a watch party, do whatever it is you need to do because we're going to get a lot of information from this man. He is out here doing his thing. So, I mean, I'm sure all he can do is give us some gems that is useful for everybody. So I'm looking forward to that. So now that that is out of the way, how has quarantining at home been outside of just missing the stage and the lights? And how have you been keeping yourself busy?
Well, I've actually been real busy. My day starts with me getting up in the morning and doing my inspirational. I just finished doing a 30-day refocus challenge. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished doing that. Yesterday was day 30, and last night and today I sent out certificates of completion to all of the people that participated in the challenge. So that was pretty cool. So my day consists of I get up and I do my morning inspiration, and then after that I do my workout. I'll go running. I'll run about 3 miles or so,
Three
and do
miles.
yeah,
Get
and
like
and
you.
then yeah,
Oh,
and then I'll
that's
exercise.
all right
Then I exercise, and I come back for my run and exercise it, and then I kind of wind down and get ready for my show, which goes on at 12 o'clock, and I do my show Monday through Friday now. And after the show, I kind of relax for a little bit, and then I get some writing done, um, kick it with the family a little bit, eat, chill out, and just kind of stay busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, for those who don't know what the 30-day challenge require, what does it require?
So the 30-day challenges. It's if you didn't see it, you can inbox me. You can get it, but also it's on YouTube. All 30 days, the videos are on YouTube. But what it is the 30-day refocus challenge. It's refocus on your purpose, your goals, and your dreams. So we all know what to do, and sometimes we lose our way or we get complacent and forget to do it. And this is just a challenge for you to go through it, and you don't have to do it 30 days in a row like I did with everybody. You can pick and choose your days, and it reminds you of who you are. Like day one was the self-assessment, when you have to look in the mirror, what do you see? And then
Yeah.
you have to ask somebody you trust, what do they see when they look at you? And then every day it's something different, and there's an affirmation, and what it does is it keeps you focused and keep you going and keep you moving.
Oh, that's what's up. So what do you see when you look at me? Nah.
So you gonna start.
Right. Okay, that's awesome. That is really awesome.
I was gonna ask you, like, did you have any rest while on quarantine? But oh my God, you seem to still be really busy. Which is good.
I get sleep. I get sleep.
Yeah.
And periodically during the day I take a nap.
Exactly. Well, that's good. I mean, I really like that you were doing a 30-day refocus. And I know today your refocus was pretty positive. Can you just let everybody know what today's refocus was? Because today was the last day, right?
Well, yesterday was the last day, but today I came on and I did one. It's just this thing I just have to do it. But I talked about support. I talked about how important support is. Having people to support you when you're on your mission and on your vision and on the path, because we get tired, we get beat down, things get hard, and we need people to support. And I was really talking about the first responders and the essential workers and people on the front line during this COVID-19. I talked about their support is so important, and we're so thankful for it, and we have to understand that we have to do things that we can to help support them. And I'm going to be doing something with my buddies at Easy Connection. They're going to be selling t-shirts to support the first responders and the essential workers for $15, and all the proceeds, 90% of the proceeds are going towards helping first responders and people in need.
Oh, well, that is amazing. We definitely think that is a great thing to do. We actually, our Monday show, we had a first responder on, and he works at the emergency room at Cook County Hospital. So, the things that they see and what they go through, and the fact that they're risking their own health, I mean, we definitely have to support them, as you say, and just rock with them, man. That's a lot.
Yes, it is. It's one of those things where people have to understand what's going on, one, and two, we have to understand the things that we can do to be okay. And it's a lot of sanitizing, a lot of hand washing, making sure you keep your social distancing, and just making sure you stay focused. One thing, exercise is key. Exercise is key, and taking your vitamins. You have to take your vitamins. I take vitamin C. I take black seed, zinc, potassium, elderberry, and I drink my tea every morning. So you gotta, and this is something I've been doing before the virus even hit. So I got a pretty good immune system, I think.
Yeah, man, you stay ahead of the game. You would never get sick. You're gonna live to see 100 and something, I'm sure.
Yes.
I want to pop that 105.
There you go. It's possible, man. It's possible. If they don't create no more viruses, we might make it to 105.
Now, I also seen a video that you did on red flags. Can you discuss a lot about that? Because I know a lot of people don't go with their intuition and they just do what they want to do, hoping that things will get better. Can you tell the people that your intuition is really serious when red flags come up?
Oh man, you've been doing your homework on me, huh? It's funny that you said it, because anybody that know me and follow me, you'll know, you can go back as far as 5 years, and I've been doing the morning inspiration daily and weekly, consistently. And I did one about red flags, and I talked about red flags, aka discernment, being able to see the warning signs, the things that are put before you, and not ignoring them, and knowing what you have to do in order to be successful. And when you have those red flags, I always say you have to pause, you have to relax, and then you press forward. You pause to see what's ahead, and then you relax long enough to gain your composure, and then you can press forward, and you can be you can achieve your goals and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's a really good way to put it, and I hope a lot of people take that in because you can get far with that. Just doing those simple things, can definitely help you out.
Especially if you're trying to open up your business or just push forward with any ideas that you have. I just thank you for even sharing that.
Yes. And another little kept secret about you is you used to be a first responder too. Is that correct? You used to be a police officer and a teacher, right?
Yes.
You have a lot of hats, my sir.
Well, growing up, if you know anything about me, I'm gonna see if I can get my son, CJ, if I can get my son real quick to grab something for me. But if you know anything about me, and if you read my book, Through the Eyes of a Man, I talk about my story about growing up. CJ, could you grab my book for me, son? It's right in there.
Uh-oh. Shoot. He left us. He'll be back, I'm sure. But the book that he is trying to refer to is this book here. All right, let's bring you back on. Lost you for a minute.
So
the book you were thinking of is Through the Eyes of a Man, right? Is that the book we
saw? Oh, you tripping. You got it right there.
Yes. Through the Eyes of a Man. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So you guys are on it. So it's a true story. It's a true story about a young man and his struggles and dreams of being successful no matter what the odds are. And it's one of those stories where I talk about growing up on the west side of Chicago and overcoming abuse, overcoming illiteracy, and different things like that. And the naysayers, and not letting someone's opinion of me become my reality, and giving myself hope so I could give other people hope. And it's just one of those things that I believe is really important, believing in yourself and whatever it is that you were put here to do.
Absolutely, man. I mean, that's why I needed to have you on this show, because I knew that you had some very inspiring stories to share with Chicago. And we are a show that's all about giving Chicago something great to be proud of and to talk about and to aspire to be. So, I mean, we're just so very proud of you and all the things that you have going on with yourself. So before we get into a little bit more, because now we got a little background information about you. We're going to go into a little bit more of what you're doing in the present. But before we do want to take a quick little commercial break. Yeah, man, we got a commercial break. So everybody don't go nowhere. Y'all stay right here with TK Talkz and our man, Simeon Henderson. We'll be right back right after this quick little commercial break.
I recommend it to all. Yeah. You learn a lot.
What a female can relate to it. Yeah.
TK Talkz did a fabulous job. Watch it. Awesome job. Watch it. Awesome job.
It needs to have a movement behind it.
Hey, everybody, go watch the film. All day.
Welcome back to TK Talkz Show, right here streaming from our very home station. And we have in the studio with us Mr. Simeon Henderson, the man behind the big plans in Chicago, the actor, the writer, the host. I mean, you do it all, and we love you, man. We love you so very much for being such a great inspiration for everybody to follow. You're dope, you know.
You guys are gonna help. You guys are gonna have to help me a little bit. So I'm sitting here watching. I'm watching your show and it's dope. I love it. You know, I do my show as well, right?
Right.
So, and by us being on quarantine,
Mhm.
I have to do everything on my own. So I'm
Mhm.
learning on the fly, and I'm noticing how you guys got the little commercials coming in. How
Mhm.
you got the background. You guys
Yeah,
gonna have to
stand
show
it
me how
up
to
too.
do that.
How you feel about that one?
You got you guys. I'm gonna need you guys to show me how to do that, so I can make sure my stuff continues to look good as well. And I
Yeah.
think I think like I had to help someone with getting on StreamYard and teaching them how to do it. And I think as long as we continue to pay it forward, as long as we help each other, there's so much out there. There's the need for TK Talks. There's a need for the Simeon Henderson Show. There's a need for these different platforms, and we have to support each other, come on each other's shows, support each other in any way we can. Because if we understand that what you make happen for another man or woman, mankind, you know, God makes happen for you. So I'm a man of faith, and I just believe in sharing and helping, and I appreciate what you guys are doing with this.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much. I mean, we're trying to. We're learning everything on our own, actually. So,
Mm-hmm.
this is the second interview the third interview we've done with StreamYard. So every show we do something different.
Yeah, it's getting better.
You guys are good. Yeah, I feel you.
I was gonna say
But
I'm
that's
happy you mentioned faith because that's actually what my tea time is about. But
Yeah.
we're gonna get into something else.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I love it.
We actually had a comment from Mr. Anthony Carter. He wanted
Mm-hmm.
to say, shout out to you, Mr. Simeon Henderson. Yes, thank you, Mr. Anthony. So we wanted to make sure you get your comments too.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up next is we want to play a little trivia game with you.
Uh-oh. I'm not good at trivia. I
No,
have to
you're
call my
right.
kids for this one.
When you play the trivia, do not doubt yourself before it even starts. You
Okay,
know?
I get you.
So here's the time for you to tell us a little bit more about how much you know about movies before we start to get into things that you produce and shows that you've been in. So we're going to just test your knowledge on movies, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Game called Name That Movie, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right. First question. And everybody who's watching, please feel free to play
comment
along. You can comment. We do see your comments. So if you want to comment, go right ahead and play along.
Please. Help your
First,
boy out.
help him out, y'all. He's scared. Help him out. First one, this is easy. Which girl was kicked out of the Dreams and Dream Girls?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Effie.
Yes.
Effie.
It's not as hard as you thought it was going to be, huh? All right, let's see how good you get. It's 1 for 1. All right. What was Mookie's job in Do the Right Thing? Mookie.
Hey, yo, Sal, put some more mozzarella on that pizza.
That's right. He's a delivery boy. Okay, you know, 2 for 2. Not mad at that. Let's see. Quincy's father from Love and Basketball played for which NBA team?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Clippers.
The Clippers. Oh, I know it's the LA team. I know it's the LA team.
That's all right. You was close. Let's see what you do with this one. And Get Out. What was the name of the other world state black people were trapped in when their bodies was taken over? Now you will lose your whole black card. You will lose it right now.
You see my face? I'm in the sunken place.
Yeah.
I was scared for you.
Come on now.
Your whole black card if you got that wrong.
I ain't never lose my black card. I'm keeping that.
All right. Let's try another one. This is going to be a little different.
This is dope.
Yeah. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You can't be me. The 5 heartbeats. Come on, man.
You're doing good. You're doing good. But one of these is going to trick you up, I'm sure. See, Daddy, sinners have souls too.
Oh, come on. Put it back up there. She took it there. You- she took it there. That's Sparkle. No, Sparkle. No, that's not Sparkle. That's the color purple.
Yes.
Man,
Sorry,
that's
I'm the color purple.
that's a half a point.
No, I made a mistake. I was because when you put it back up, I saw Sparkle first.
Sinners got souls too. I know. When you think of garbage, think of Akeem.
When you think of garbage, think of Hakeem. Because I'm coming to America.
Good job. So everybody clap it up for Simeon. He did that. Yes. You did a really good job on our Name That Movie segment.
This is dope. Y'all kicking it. Y'all killing it.
Yes, man. We try to bring some fun. We at home on quarantine. Don't mean our shows gotta be quarantine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. Laughing it up. All right, so let's get back to the business now until we come back to it. I have some more questions for you too. But
I'm ready.
A little later. We're gonna give you a few more quizzes a little later on in the show, okay?
Okay.
Right. So being that you have worked on a lot of different TV shows, movies, what is your biggest film to date that you've done?
Oh, you said okay. So, as far as just being a part of,
Yeah.
okay. So let me go back. I worked on Barbershop. That was before I moved to LA. But then when I moved to LA, how I got my SAG card, I just found the check stub for it. I worked on War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg. I got to hang out with Spielberg. I got to hang out with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And it was a super, super dope experience. But when you talk about me as an actor, I starred in Black and Privilege, which is still doing good on Netflix. For a while, it was like the number 5 watched movie on Netflix for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then I also recently co-starred and had a supporting role in the movie Holiday Heist, which is Roger Bob, and that premiered on BET. And then I have a plethora of films out now that I'm proud of, and Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu. It's just been really cool just to grow. And when I did Chicago PD, I was on there twice. I had a guest starring role, a big role on that, and Empire. So it's one of those things where it's been growing and evolving, and I'm just looking forward to what's next, bigger and better.
Yeah. Now you went from being a police officer, teacher, a regular Smo Joe to being in the very room. We lost him again.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. But in the meantime, in between time, while we wait on Mr. Simeon Henderson,
Make sure you all go watch those Netflix programs, Amazon Prime programs, and everything that he's naming here.
yes, you getting tired of us. You keep leaving us. You hurting my feelings now.
No, it's not me. You know, it's everybody and their mama is on Wi-Fi and stuff right now. So you know how that goes.
Absolutely, I do know how that goes. But yeah, we were just talking about the films, and I know before you got cut off, you were saying how you was in all these other things, and you got big projects, and Black and Privilege is still doing great on Netflix. Now, before you became this person, you were a police officer, teacher, things like that.
Right.
How did you go about getting to the point where you're in front of the camera as often as you are?
So, consistency. Being always, my motto is stay faithful and focused and consistent and committed. I have my brand Be Symbolic, and I just did a shirt that I just designed that says stay faithful and focused, be symbolic, which means simply your best. And what happens is my whole my thought process and what pushed me, I always said know your vitamin, right? And the more you take vitamins, the stronger you get. The more you take vitamins, the more you build up your immune system. The more you take vitamins, the more you can sustain and you can build. And every time I got a no, I wanted to know why I got that no and what I could do to get closer to the yes. So I think a lot of people don't make it in the business is because they don't have that staying power. But that's where my faith comes in. When you talk about my favorite verse, which is tattooed on me, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. Remember, I couldn't read. I overcame abuse, and I overcame the naysayers and the doubters. So it's in me to overcome. So every time it didn't go my way, every time I got to know, every time it didn't go exactly how I wanted to, I just worked that much harder. And that's what pushed me towards getting in front of the camera more, is because I had to pay my dues. I remember being an extra and just walking past, or even being on set for 16 hours and not even getting to work, just sitting in the extras casting room.
Yes, and maybe on Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying, people don't understand that. And I tell people, it's just a test. It's a test of your will. It's a test of your determination. It's a test of your drive. It's a test of your capacity to overcome and be successful. Because without a test, there's no testimony.
Absolutely. Oh my God, yes. That was everything. Everything. Now, you were saying you did like the background and everything. So people because I do background. And sometimes
now they call it background. Now they call it background.
Right. And for those who don't know what background is, it's just an extra. A background celebrity is what they call you these days, trying to pump your little ego up, like. But it's like sometimes you feel like being a background is like, and you're in a sunken place. You can't get out of it. It's hard to transition from being in the background to the forefront. So that's why
everybody started there. Everybody started like that. Nine out of 10 people started like that, and that's what you have to understand. I remember we talked about Coming to America. You know who Cuba Gooding Jr. is, right?
Right. Yeah.
Do you remember him being in Coming to America?
Nope.
Of course you don't, because he was sitting in the barber chair and didn't say not one word. He was sitting in the barber chair, didn't say not one word, right? And then Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett was the flight attendant on Kindergarten Cop, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. When she was the flight attendant on that. So I mean, everybody started there. Yeah. Some way or another.
That's true, but it's good to have somebody like you that can sit here and give us hope that you can get in front of the camera. Now, do you go to school? Like, do you have to go to acting school to make it happen, or it's just an added bonus to do that?
So let me say this, and I'll be honest with you, because I teach classes, and I teach classes. I have a master's in education, so I was a teacher for a while. I taught in grammar school, high school, and at the college level. And now I'm a certified life coach and motivational speaker. So I decided that once I took classes, and I think you should always take a class, or even if you take workshops, because what happens is you take your raw talent and what you're learning, and you get these nuggets. You get these nuggets that help you along the way to show you how to deal in the business and grow in the business. And grow in a business. And is that me? Is that me?
I don't hear nothing. I hear you regular.
Okay. And you get these nuggets that teach you how to grow in the business in order for you to be successful. So taking classes, I would say do your best to take a class, or even you could take workshops, because you don't have to take a 12-week class. You could take a weekend workshop, on camera, auditioning, cold reading, monologue class. I've done stand-up. I've hosted shows forever, and I've done a lot of stand-up, and I even went back and took a couple of stand-up classes when I got back on the stage. So it's one of those things where you're always growing, and your body is your tool, your instrument. You have to clean it, and you have to sharpen it, and you have to polish it.
Yes, absolutely. That's some great advice, man. That's some great advice. Now, I need to ask you a little bit more about what you like, Mr. Henderson.
But before we do that, I'm going to get into some time for tea because I know you mentioned faith, and this is the reason why you are doing everything you're doing, because you have some good faith. So I wanted to share, God is not unrighteous so as to forget your work and the love you show for his name. So a lot of us, we might want to chase the fame, or we might want to have a name for ourselves for everybody to notice, but we're forgetting to put God first. Like, how do you feel about doing everything you've done and being successful about putting God first?
I think you have to put God first, because, well, for me, and this is just, these are my views and these are my opinions. I always tell people about about faith, and faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And I've been in the room with 500 to 700 people that didn't look like me, and I asked the question, how many people in here got faith? And probably a quarter of the people raised their hand. And I said, okay, let's throw religion out of it. Let's throw church out of it. Let's look at what faith means. It means the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. How many of you, I'm going to ask you a question and give you an analogy, and then when I'm done, I want you to be honest. Okay? How many of you guys have asked your mom or your dad for money or shoes or clothes, or you have kids and they asked you, and they told you, or you said, I can't get it right now, Bobby, or I can't get it right now, Susie, or I can't get it right now, Mikey, but I'm going to get it for you. And you trusted and believed in that, right? You couldn't see it. You couldn't touch it. You didn't have it, but you had faith that you were going to get it. And when you got it, you were just as happy as when you first asked. Now, how many people got faith? Everybody raised their hand. Because when you break it down and you make it simple, where people can just understand it and get it and make it plain, you have to agree with it.
Yeah, because right now we are hosting this podcast show for everybody to see, but we're not so geeked on getting money or doing all these things just to create fame. For us, it's like we want to give back, but our most important thing is to put God first. And I think a lot of people forget about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to push in the forefront, is that whatever you do in life, you have to put God first, no matter what.
You have to. You have
I
to.
just wanted to share that and get your thoughts on how you feel about that.
Oh man, that's everything to me. It's one of these things. Like, I'm talking to you guys, and I was thinking today about some of the emails I got today when I sent out the certificates, and I was like, man, I really want to do this certificate, and I'm getting emails and I'm getting pictures, of people are posting the certificate and pictures with it, or they have on a Be Symbolic shirt and things like that. But the thing to me is, you have to understand that what you're doing, you have to know that what you're doing is worthy. You know, like, if you don't believe in it, it can't mean more to me than it does to you. If you don't believe in what you're doing, how can you expect me to believe in it? If you don't think you have a good show, how do you think I'm going to think you have a good show? But I can tell by the work you put in that you believe in what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah, we appreciate that too, because we do believe in it, and it's a lot of work. But if you want to do it, like you said, in order for you to get in front of that camera, you stay consistent.
Yes.
Nose is like vitamins. Like, I take that personally. I think that is very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Yes. Make it your vitamin. All the time.
Yes. So, you have any more tea, Miss Lady T?
You go in with your next thought.
All right. Well, that was Lady T's tea time. I definitely appreciate it. We needed to hear it. A lot of people, especially in the coronavirus era, we need to hear more uplifting information.
Yes.
Our anxieties is at the roof right now. And so,
man, I wait, man. Wait till you hear my motivational album. I did one called Peace of Mind, and it has everything to do with, we can't succumb to anxiety and depression and things like that. We have to overcome that, and it starts with the way we think.
Yeah, we had a show earlier, I think last week, we were talking about anxiety and depression, and it's hard to not have it right now because of everything that's going on. So we definitely want to, make people more aware of things that they can do to overcome it. It's very important. I deal with it myself. It's crippling. I hate it. But, once you have like a good support system and you know ways that can help you get over it, then it gets a little easier. Do you ever?
You definitely have to take the 30-day challenge, the refocus challenge. You definitely have to take it.
Okay, I will. I will do what I got to do. I will do that.
and I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you that piece. I wish I could send it to you guys now and you can play it. I'm gonna send you that piece. Peace of mind. It was just one of those things where sometimes you get things and you don't even really know where they come from, but it's because you're diligent and it is what you do and it's who you are. It becomes a foregone conclusion, and God starts to download things into you. That's why you have to pay attention. You have to listen to what people say, and you have to watch things. You have to read and do different things because it'll give you insight and it'll give you those nuggets that'll wake up something on the inside of you, so you can go forward in your purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to take another quick and our final commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to get more information from Mr. Simeon Henderson. Get to know what he got coming up in the future, and hopefully he'll let y'all know what role he's going to put TK Talk in one of his films, right? Right, let's come right up right after the commercial.
Yes, hey, I'm with it.
Don't go nowhere, you guys.
I'm with it.
with TK Talks right here at our home station due to quarantine. We have to make sure that we help prevent the spread of COVID-19. So we're here from our home, okay? And we have Simeon Henderson in the studio with
CJ.
News time.
Yeah.
Get into.
Yeah, so now we're about to talk about our fugazi of the week. And we're going to get your opinion about who it is. So, as all of you know, we're all on lockdown. We all have been asked to stay home to help stop the spread of COVID-19. And we've been there. What is that? Yes, protective man. Yes, but that doesn't help because if you are in Georgia, they are talking about their governor. Yes, front runner for the dumbest governor to reopen essential bowling alleys, nail salons on Friday. So yes, so from what everyone is saying, the governor of Georgia will now have nail salon opens, bowling alleys open, restaurant, movie theaters he's going to reopen. And I don't think that it is the time to do so just yet. How do you feel about that, Simeon? Is it too soon?
My question is, are they trying to kill black people?
I don't know.
Because all the stuff that they're opening up is all the stuff that we go to. Yeah. The nail salon, the gym, and the movie theaters. I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I think they should ease into it and have some type of system in place where they should ease into it. You know, at least give it. I was like, at least give it to the end of the month or to next month. But
you know what I think is going on? I think a lot of these salon owners and these, fun game play spot owners I think a lot of them are upset because they have to sit at home. Because if you think about it, that's how they make their bread and butter. If people come in, they play these arcade games. People come in, they get their hair did, their nails did. They're getting paid. Because I know a lot of stylists that are upset that they had to shut their salon down, and they even stay open till they told them to get out. Like they had to tell them, leave your salon. This is serious. So I feel like they did this because a lot of them are angry.
And I think the reason also too is because people I think we have to really look at the fact that we live in a society in a country that's not used to being shut down, that's used to moving around, working, being able to go to and from, and being able to do what they want to do. But not only that, now because of this, people are getting fired and they're getting furloughed, which turns into them getting fired. And now you have people that once had good jobs are actually standing in line waiting for food at food pantries or churches in order to get food. And this could become a problem because people might get desperate and start hurting somebody or robbing people.
Yeah, and that's already happening. We discussed that on the show earlier this week. That one of our Uber drivers who came and dropped off some food was robbed at gunpoint. So now they're like telling us that we might have to go to them instead of them getting out of their cars and coming to our front doors. So it's already happening.
Yeah. And the fact that he wants to open up everything while the coronavirus cases are not declining, they're still increasing. I can see if it was starting to go down, but the fact that they're not going down right now, you're like, well, you're nappy headed, so you need to go get your hair done. I don't understand.
You better learn how to comb your own hair.
Exactly. Get you some oil. Amazon still delivers.
Yes, which we also talked about on the show earlier this week. We had a whole.
I lined myself up right before this interview.
See, you did great. You did amazing. You look great. So yeah, I mean, we definitely want to get your opinion on that, and we appreciate you sharing that with us today. And we just hope, when we say to this Georgia's governor, please do not rush to kill America. Everybody will be okay if we just sat down for a few more weeks.
Just sat down somewhere.
Don't sit down. Sat it down.
Sat down.
Be shocked if when they get here, everybody is up and running like the normal scheduled program.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Because when the weather gets to being good, people just want to.
Oh man, people when they get hot, man, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that the sun kills the virus. That the virus can't stand heat. So, like when I'm out jogging and the sun is out, or I'm at the track on the football field working out, I feel good knowing that the sun is beaming down. But I'm not standing next to people. The only person I'm really next to is my son, Lil Simeon, when he goes over there with me. And I even tell him when he goes sometime without me, just make sure you're working out by yourself and doing what you got to do. And just, being smart and safe.
Now, how old is your son?
He's 16. He'll be 17. And then my daughter will be 17. Well, she's older than him. So her birthday is in May. And then my little son, he'll be 15 in June. And they always laugh at me because, so my daughter's birthday is May 29th. And my son's birthday is June 27th. And then Simeon's birthday is July 20th. So I got boom, boom, boom. But I always make a mistake and say May 29th and June 27th, or June 29th and May 27th. But I know it when it's here.
Right. We got a few comments too. I don't want to ignore them. When we were talking about our Fugazi of the week, we have a comment from Bunny Freeman. She said they are more concerned about the money. We do agree. We do agree with that. She also says that people are not thinking. So.
Yes. Yes. They are concerned about the money, but like I said before, you have to remember where we live and where we're from. And the times we're living in. And the times we're in, you have to work and you have to make money in order to survive and take care of your family and different things like that. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's kind of a tricky situation. You you understand people want to work and things like that, but then you also understand that there's a way that we have to do it in order to come out of this thing on top, which we will. This too shall pass.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're actually getting towards the end of our show, but before we do,
What?
you have a show of your own we're going to talk about, but you can't get out of these next few movie trivia questions that I told you I played. Because now we're going to re-enter that movie. All right? So here's another one for you. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Think of. At the end of Best Man, Harper proposes to who?
At the what? I didn't hear you.
At the end of Best Man, Harper proposed to who?
Oh, Jordan.
Yes, that's wrong.
What?
That is wrong. It was indeed Robin. Robin, my brother. His girlfriend.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, wait. 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 Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I can't see the now. I see the words. Okay, yeah. It was. He stayed with his girl.
Yeah.
My bad. He stayed with his girl. My bad. Yeah.
That's right.
Dang. Got me.
I got you. Where were Lucky and Justice taking a road trip to in Poetic Justice?
Well, say it again.
Where
Uh-huh.
were Lucky and Justice taking a road trip to in Poetic Justice?
When they going to Oakland?
Yes, good job, brother.
They was going to Oakland. Hey, remember when they stopped by the that barbecue, that family reunion? That was funny.
Yeah, couldn't peek. I think we did. Did we do this one? Ain't that much dirt in all Louisiana. Get out the damn tub.
Is that Ease Bayou?
Ease Bayou, yes.
I remember that.
More. Really good. You passed the show, okay? You passed name that movie.
That's cool because I normally don't do good at these, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, man. I knew you were gonna do great anyway, so don't worry about it. So now is your chance to tell everybody about Mr. Simeon Henderson show. Can you let everybody know what you got going on with that?
So my show, the Simeon Henderson Show, is called the Simeon Henderson Show, Giving a Voice to the People. I started my show after I was working for WCIU, Channel 26. I did some hosting on the morning show. I was doing evenings with Tonight on the U, going out doing all kind of appearances and things like that. But even before that, I was always hosting and doing my own shows. And I decided that I was going to really be a voice and give people a platform in order to showcase who they are, showcase their talents, their businesses, anything you want us to talk about. The thing I love about my show is it encompasses, I've had everybody from Waka Flocka to Van from Black Ink Crew Chicago, Don, Sandy Red from The Voice, doctors and lawyers and teachers and preachers, everything. I believe that we all have the right to express ourselves and tell our story, but everybody can help somebody along the way. And I just believe in that. And that's why I do my show. And people told me, they was like, man, you should wait because you don't have this. I got a picture I could show you. I mean, I'll send it to you. But when I first did my show, people told me not to do it because I didn't have a setup or anything. All I had was an orange couch. I used an intellectual radio and a little white desk. But what got people was the interviews and the energy and what we were talking about. And before you knew it, I got an executive producer and I got a backdrop, and I started going out and going on the scene. And then I started using my influence as a speaker and as an actor and my relationships to start interviewing people everywhere. So I've done stuff everywhere. So I'm just trying to grow and I just really want to have a platform that helps people. That's why I believe that all our platforms are necessary, and they're worthy to go to the top because we all bring something unique and specific to the table.
Absolutely. Now, your book, Through the Eyes of a Man, is that still out for sale, or where can people get this book from?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So with my book, I self-published. So I didn't have a publisher or a publicist. I did everything on my own, and I think I sold maybe 1,000 copies on my own. Right. So now, I just did the audio version of the book. So I have the audio version. I want to re-release the book, but right now they can get it on Amazon. This Through the Eyes of a Man, Simeon Henderson on Amazon, and I'm going to re-release it. But I also have another book coming. Actually, I have a couple that I'm finishing up, which is one is my motivational album, Believe, which is done, but we're finishing up the technical stuff. And then I have another one called Driven, Be the Driver of Your Success. And I'm just really just trying to get that information out there. And the 30-day refocus challenge is a book that's done. So now that I've done it, I did that one like 4 years ago, and I was always saying I'm going to put it out, and I kept putting it off. But it was written and made for such a time as this because I did it during this pandemic, and I'm not going to lie to you. On the second day, and if I could show you, I have pages and pages and pages of notes. And it's like, so not only was it done, but every day before I did it, I went through each day. I wrote more notes. So when I gave it to the people in the video, that it would be good, it would be informative. And then now they can go back and say, we're going to put the whole series together on video. And then I'm going to have the physical copy or the digital copy. So people can always have something to go back and refer to. And every time you complete it, you will get a certificate.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go support him when he drops all of these good things that he got going on. You have to make sure you support people. He's out here doing great things and dropping gems left and right. Don't drop them and not catch them. Okay.
Exactly. So go check that 30-day challenge out on his page. If you want to, please shout out your social media pages so that they can go and follow you and subscribe.
Everything is at Simeon Henderson. Twitter at Simeon Henderson. Instagram, Simeon Henderson. Facebook, Simeon Henderson. Everything is Simeon Henderson. It feels so good now to be able to, like when people, it's so funny when I work in the schools with the kids. They said, man, Mr. Henderson, I went to Google you and I just put your first name in and everything popped up. And it's just one of those things where, you know what, that's a testament of work, consistency, and hard work, because you build and build and build and build and build it. And before you know it, because you didn't give up, because you didn't give in, because you didn't stop, you have built a body of work that's worthy of applause or people taking note, I should say.
Absolutely. And we definitely applaud you. Your body of work speaks volumes, and you're definitely an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself. So I just say keep going. I know you got so much more coming and so much more talent up your sleeve. We haven't even seen what Simeon Henderson got in store for the world, okay?
So everybody,
I receive it. I receive all that.
Yeah.
So everyone that's viewing this live, please share this live with your friends and family. Today we have dropped some great gems and talk to the man himself,
Simeon
Hendrix.
So we also going to be on your show, Mr. Henderson.
Yeah, that's right. I will get a chance to sit down and interview TK Talkz on the Simeon Henderson show on Tuesday, which is the 28th, and we'll sit down and we'll talk, and I'll get go into your mind. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find something cool to do. Maybe I'll have you guys help me over the weekend so I could step my game up a little bit. But I really I love what you guys are doing, and I think it's awesome. I think you guys are just at the beginning of where you're going to go. So I encourage you to not only continue to go and grow, but continue to sow these seeds into people's lives, because we need it, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we received that. Is that what you did? We received that, brother. And we thank you again, Mr. Simeon, for coming to hang with TK Talks. We hope that you enjoyed yourself on our show. We hope that you come back and hang with us yet again.
I will. I can't believe it's been an hour already. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. So please make sure you let all your other people, your friends, your business people know that we are here to promote greatness, promote Black excellence. And if anyone would like to come on our show as a guest, please just email us at tktalkshow@gmail.com. That's TKTALKZ show@gmail.com. And we would love to have you on the show. Also, if you would like to get a commercial customized specifically for your brand, music, or product, we do customize commercials ourselves, and we would play the commercials during our show anytime. Okay, so
come on, man. Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to work together because I know I have some expertise that I can help you with, and you definitely have some you can help me with.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about, and I'm definitely gonna be right here, willing and able to work with you anytime. We appreciate
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So there's a time to say goodbye. Everybody wave to Mr. Henderson. Bye-bye. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yes, you will.
All right. So before we go, you guys, we're going to just play our little intro as the ending because our show is over. So now you know what to expect from TK Talks. And we will see you guys next time.